So it's been a couple days since Disney dropped the brand new Beauty and the Beast trailer with both love and hate coming from all the fans, and I just wanted to give my insight on not just the Beauty and the Beast trailer, but it's just the whole process of Disney remaking slash rebooting their beloved animated classics. Because look guys, in an industry like this, there's without a doubt that Disney remakes slash reboots all their stuff because they want to basically bring the nostalgia back. They want to bring us back to the times that things were a lot simpler, which really isn't a bad thing. Sometimes I myself is guilty of that. Sometimes I like to go back to the times where life just isn't as difficult as it is right now. I mean, just so happens that Disney is one of the things in the universe that does it for me. But we also have to remember that this is also the movie industry. No matter how much you love Disney and all their remakes slash reboots, but the reason why they do that with all their shit is just so they can make a quick buck. Let's just be honest with ourselves. And that just goes for any major film in general. With all these filmmakers and studios that produce the movie, they want to make money out of what they create. I mean, it's all entertainment and business purposes, but look, I mean, no doubt they want to give us something that's really entertaining, but they also want to make money while doing it. Again, that is not really a bad thing, but I also understand why Disney is remaking and rebooting all their shit. Because not a long time ago, Disney announced the remake slash reboot of the 1994 animated classic, The Lion King, and people responded terribly to that. They rioted amongst the streets. They were killing each other. They were protesting against Trump. They were begging Disney to not remake arguably one of the greatest animated movies ever made. I mean, that didn't really happen, but just the people who hate the fact that Disney is remaking all their shit, they hated the fact that this was happening. I, for myself, did not like the fact that Disney is remaking The Lion King, but then I watched the Beauty and the Beast trailer and something crossed my mind. Because I said something very similar to Beauty and the Beast than I did with The Lion King, and I was like, oh wow, fuck Disney. They're only here to make money. They're not here to make anything groundbreaking with film, and I just want a total full-out film snob on them. Yet here I am with Avengers posters and Star Wars posters. Let's not forget that. But anyway, I watched the Beauty and the Beast trailer, and I can honestly say that I'm really excited to revisit the world of Beauty and the Beast because it genuinely looks like a good film. And it's completed with decent CGI, an all-star cast, a story that's a staple in time in the kingdom of Disney. And just the fact that Disney has all these stories that they can retell like in an instant if they wanted to, they don't really give a shit about what people think. Because at the end of the day, when we're all done complaining, when we're all done saying that they don't do anything groundbreaking in film anymore, they're the ones that's laughing all the way to the bank with our money. Then all that complaining money is then transferred over to another remake slash reboot that Disney can just do because they can, because they're Disney. They don't give a shit. In which I have a feeling that's what's gonna happen with this new Lion King movie that Disney's gonna put out. People are gonna be complaining, they're gonna be talking all this shit on it, and then Disney's gonna be like, oh, here's the trailer, here's the first look on what it's gonna be like. And then they're gonna show that amazing intro because it's one of the best intros ever made. People are gonna be in awe, then they're gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna go see it. Their minds are gonna be completely changed. That's gonna happen with me if I see that intro in the trailer, because it's just one of the greatest intros ever made in film. Once we're actually getting a glimpse at what we're looking here and Disney builds up the hype, then they're gonna turn around and say, yeah, we know we're not really breaking any ground with film, but you're still gonna go out of your way and see it. And that goes with any successful movie ever. And why I stress successful is because the past couple times in which Disney has retold some of their stories, they smashed the box office. And I'm honestly gonna use my phone on this one. I'm gonna look up boxofficemojo.com and I'm gonna see how these retold Disney stories have become successes again. Now here we have Maleficent, which had a budget of 180 million and it grossed over 750 million worldwide. I mean, say what you want about the film, but that looks like a goddamn success to me. Now here we have Cinderella with the budget of 95 million and made back 543 million worldwide. Oh my god. And here we have this year's The Jungle Book, and it had a budget of 175 million, very close to breaking the $1 billion mark. And we also have Pete's Dragon, and had a budget of 65 million and made back 141 million worldwide. Oh, okay, that didn't go too well as Disney would have hoped. Those numbers right there exactly proves my point. They make 5 times their budget back. Of course Disney is gonna keep remaking their shit. Even if it means rehashing the same old dumb shit over and over, Disney knows that they're gonna put something in their films that's gonna make you buy either a ticket or some form of merchandise. And back to that one film where it didn't exactly go as well as Disney would have hoped, Pete's Dragon. Disney was going in the territory of stories that people aren't too familiar with, and they really shot themselves in the legs for that. Because you have movies like Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty, you have Cinderella, The Jungle Book. They play into stories and where people are familiar with, or they're familiar with a certain song. That kind of plays into part on how these movies became successes, which there are many other reasons why, but all we really need is those numbers that I have just showed you. Let's let the money talk right here. Let's not kid ourselves here. And because of that money, Disney wants to keep remaking their same shit over and over. I mean, if I was making that money back, of course I'd be doing the same shit over and over. I mean, look at Michael Bay. I mean, he doesn't make good films at all, but it works because he makes $1 billion out of every movie he puts out. That's exactly the reason why Disney is remaking / rebooting all these films like The Lion King, Mulan, Snow White, and weirdly enough, a Prince Charming movie. I don't know how they're gonna do that, so I'm really interested on that. And maybe, just maybe, it could be like a generational thing. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Because you're starting to see that Disney is touching more of the stories that people like myself who grew up in the 90s as kids and fast forward to now who are now adults, which weirdly enough, they have kids of their own, so which is kind of weird. And because Disney is retelling a childhood classic, those people who grew up in the 90s are gonna take their kids to see what they saw as kids, which also means more money. Added along with stories that were told about 50, 60 years ago, like Maleficent or Cinderella. I mean, say what you want about those movies, they really aren't the best Disney movies ever, but it's all about those box office numbers, and for Disney, that's how much their success is measured by. And I really thought about this. I thought about this to myself. It's like, okay, since Disney is rebooting all the stuff that was made 20 years ago, now let's fast forward to like now to 20 years from like in the future. Are we gonna see live action adaptations of the animations we are getting today? Imagine a live action Tangled or a Big Hero 6 or Frozen or Moana. Like, okay, just close your eyes and you're seeing how huge of an empire Disney is. Like, why not? Why not just make live action adaptations out of all of them? I mean, some of those movies that you hold very dear to your heart, Disney is gonna grab that and then you're gonna be like, no, Disney, do not touch my favorite animation. It's impossible to recapture the magic because it's timeless. And you know what's gonna happen? Disney's gonna drop that trailer. Everything, every negative thing that you said about the movie, it's gonna probably drop instantly out of the 600th remake / reboot that they built in their empire. Then that generation who grew up with those movies are gonna take their kids to see those live action adaptations because, as the great and powerful Mufasa once said, we are all connected to the great circle of life. But please, Disney, if you're planning on remaking The Lion King, please get back James Earl Jones as Mufasa. This is not a joke. Only he can play him. You guys got him back for Darth Vader, so why not Mufasa? But guys, in conclusion, I'm pretty sure we can all agree that Disney remakes / reboots all their stuff so they just can make a quick buck out of it, and you can't really blame them for that. Because Disney isn't gonna do anything groundbreaking with film. They don't really give a shit, because you can slam all their movies all you want, and at the end of the day, they're gonna look at those box office numbers, they're gonna be like, that $1 billion really hates us right now. Don't you think so, Jim? What a shame. It's because we are buying into it. Most of us are really under the Disney curse. They're not gonna stop from remaking all their beloved animated classics. There's no way. Look, guys, I just wanted to speak my opinion on the matter because for Disney films, that's just what we've been seeing lately. And at the end of the day, they don't really care because they're laughing all the way to the bank with our money. You can argue all you want on how they destroy film. I mean, I know someone in real life who actually says that, but what movie is gonna be more successful, Beauty and the Beast or Moonlight? I'm pretty sure there's some of you out here who's never even heard of Moonlight. But if you guys want to support our fellow indie filmmakers, please do that, because they have the more original ideas in the business right now, if I'm being completely honest. But if we're talking in the realms of box office numbers, Disney is going to fucking stomp those indie films. There's no denying that. But to also clear something out, I'm not saying that people who support Disney and all their remakes / reboots is doing a bad thing to society. I mean, you pay your money for what you want, alright? But just letting you guys know that Disney is doing this so they can make money. It's a business. And I just want to know what your guys' intake is on the whole situation. And if you're under the Disney curse just like I am, whatever your thoughts are, leave it down below. And as always, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all that social media shit down below. Keep in contact with me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And as always, guys, may the force be with you.